Through this engagement, the committee heard a broad range of perspectives from participants across the country. Contributors reflected on the significance of the referendum and the aspirations expressed by the people of Bougainville, while also highlighting the importance of constitutional processes, national unity, and careful consideration of future arrangements. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I rise today to present the report of the Bipartisan Parliamentary Committee on Bougainville Matters on the nationwide public consultations conducted regarding the Bougainville referendum. This report presents the views and perspectives expressed by citizens during consultations held across Papua New Guinea and in the autonomous region of Bougainville. These views and perspectives were recorded and subsequently transcribed verbatim. The purpose of the committee report is not to determine or advocate for a particular outcome, but to uphold Parliament's duty to listen to and represent the views of citizens as this House considers matters arising from the 2019 referendum within the constitutional framework of Papua New Guinea. The consultations were undertaken as part of Parliament's continuing responsibility under the Bougainville Peace Agreement and the Constitution of Papua New Guinea. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the committee approached this task with a clear understanding that the question of Bougainville's future political status is among the most important constitutional and political issues facing our nation. It is an issue shaped by a complex history, a history from early human settlement through the times of early explorers, the period of German and British colonization, the Australian pre-independence rule, early PNG self-governance and independence, an issue shaped by the experiences of conflict and reconciliation, and by the commitments made in the Bougainville Peace Agreement that restored peace and stability after a difficult period in our country's history. As members of this House are aware, the Bougainville Peace Agreement, born out of conflict and heartaches, established a carefully balanced framework for resolving long-standing political questions through peaceful and constitutional means. It recognized Bougainville's unique historical experience while also reaffirming the role of the National Parliament in considering the outcome of the referendum within the constitutional framework of Papua New Guinea. In this context, the Bipartisan Parliamentary Committee on Bougainville Matters was tasked with supporting parliamentary engagement and ensuring that the views of citizens across the country could be heard as part of this important national conversation. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the consultations conducted by the committee pursuant to its terms of reference, provided an opportunity for citizens from all regions of Papua New Guinea to express their views and perspectives. Consultations were held in provincial centers across the Highlands, Momase, Southern and New Guinea Islands regions. as well as in the autonomous region of Bougainville. Participants represented a broad cross-section of society, including community leaders, church representatives, women and youth groups, civil society organizations, academics, legal practitioners, former and current public officials, and members of the general public. The committee also received written submissions from individuals and organizations from Bougainville and from other parts of the country. Through these engagements, the committee heard a broad range of perspectives from participants across the country. Contributors reflected on the significance of the referendum and the aspirations expressed by the people of Bougainville, while also highlighting the importance of constitutional processes, national unity, and careful consideration of future arrangements. Overall, Mr. Deputy Speaker, the discussions demonstrated a strong awareness of the importance of the issue and a shared commitment to addressing it thoughtfully, responsibly, and in a manner that upholds peace, stability, and the principles of our Constitution. Mr. Deputy Speaker, although participants expressed a variety of views, several important themes emerged consistently across consultations in all regions. First, there was a strong recognition across all consultations of the importance of maintaining peace and stability. Participants frequently referred to the legacy of the Bougainville conflict and emphasized the need for Parliament to approach its consideration with care, responsibility, and a clear commitment to preserving the peace achieved through years of dialogue and reconciliation. Second, Mr. Deputy Speaker, many participants highlighted the importance of constitutional process. There was a strong emphasis on the expectation that Parliament's consideration of the referendum outcome will proceed transparently and in accordance with the Constitution and the Bougainville Peace Agreement, recognizing that clarity and openness in the process can help foster public understanding and confidence. Thirdly, Mr. Deputy Speaker, consultations highlighted the need for careful planning in considering future arrangements. Participants raised issues relating to governance capacity, economic stability, and institutional development, emphasizing the importance of managing any transition in an orderly and responsible manner. Mr. Deputy Speaker, another theme that emerged during the consultations was the importance of continued dialogue and constructive engagement between Bougainville and the rest of Papua New Guinea. Many participants emphasized that regardless of the eventual outcome, the future relationship should continue to be guided by cooperation, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to peace and stability, reflected in especially the sequencing of peace efforts and negotiations with the support of regional and international partners in the 1990s, resulting in dialogues, declarations, and truces. Then the Bougainville Peace Agreement signed on the 30th day of August 2001, Part 14 of the Constitution of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea, the Bougainville Constitution, the conduct of the referendum, the consultations producing the Sharp Agreement, the Kokopo consultations, then the Wabag roadmap, followed by the Era-Kone Covenant, and the peace efforts and negotiations resulting in the most recent joint commitments and principles inside the Melanesian Agreement signed by the Prime Minister and the President of the ABG on the 26th of June 2025. Mr. Deputy Speaker, this report, therefore, provides Parliament with a balanced and comprehensive account of the views expressed by citizens during the consultation process. Its purpose is to support informed deliberation by this House as it considers matters arising from the Bougainville referendum. The perspectives captured in the report reflect both the aspirations and concerns expressed by citizens across the country. They highlight the complexity of the issues before Parliament and underline the importance of careful, responsible, and inclusive decision-making. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I recognize that these complexities and the need for careful and responsible decision-making are also being addressed through ongoing discussions between the government of Papua New Guinea and the autonomous Bougainville government, as well as through the engagement of the National Parliament and the Bougainville House of Representatives under the terms of the Melanesian Agreement alluded to. The Melanesian Agreement signed in June 2025 encompasses a set of agreed joint commitments and agreed principles between Papua New Guinea and Bougainville, including maintaining a close, peaceful, and enduring relationship and the co-design of a Melanesian framework to guide the pathway forward. And in this regard, I would urge each and every member of Parliament to carefully read the Melanesian Agreement. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the committee believes that these consultations have contributed to a broader national understanding of the issues surrounding Bougainville's political future. They demonstrate that Papua New Guineans remain committed to resolving important national questions through peaceful dialogue and constitutional processes. In closing, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I wish to acknowledge the members of the Bipartisan Parliamentary Committee on Bougainville Matters for their constructive and bipartisan engagement throughout this process. I also extend appreciation to the staff of the National Parliament for their support and to all individuals and organizations throughout the country who participated in the consultations and provided written submissions. Mr. Deputy Speaker, their contributions demonstrate the strength of democratic engagement in our country and the shared commitment of Papua New Guineans to addressing difficult national questions through dialogue, consultation, and respect for constitutional principles. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I commend this report to Parliament. Thank you.